Hello and welcome back to the channel. And yes, it is going to be a late video here. I'm recording at about 9:30. Hopefully get this video out by like 10:30. I know it's going to be late and I'm sorry, but I want to make sure I at least can get this video out with a day or two in advance because this is what we do with the picks. Obviously a lot going on with Michigan, as you probably would know unless you're under a rock, but I'll probably do a full video on it this weekend as Michigan has no game. Looking at that, we have 6-4 last week in the picks, plus 4.9 units. We kicked ass up to 61-45, plus 14.1 units on the year. And we'll just quickly get into the card. And it's a really bad slate. This is a good weekend for you to go do things for fun. I'm going to go back to Hobart for the weekend, have a good time with my aunt and my cousin. It is their, some senior weekend homecoming thing. So we'll have some good time there. Up first, Indiana, Penn State. Penn State minus 32. This is a good get-right spot for Franklin. Shut up all the haters, even though I don't know if many of the haters are going to listen to him. And he's go out there and flex and absolutely dominate a very bad Indiana team. Then we got South Carolina, Texas A&M. I got the under 53. I do think that, by the way, 2 units on the Penn State game. For the A&M game, I think Leggett is injured for the South Carolina, the receiver. A&M, they're not having as good of as time on offense. I was leaning South Carolina against the spread here, but I think South Carolina is going to struggle to score more than 13, 14 points. I mean, I don't even think they had a touchdown last week. I think it was all field goals. But road Carolina, very different than home Carolina. And Cocktober is Cocktober, as Josh Pate has said. The next game I think is way too much of a trap, absolutely obvious. I'll have Oregon in a parlay personally, but on the spread, we're going to go Utah plus 6.5. This has to be a trap, right? They just beat outright USC last week. Now they're going to play Oregon. Utah is getting some sign-stealing allegations as well, but this probably is not going to be nearly as malicious as Michigan's. But we're going to have Utah upset potentially Oregon at home. I think Oregon will still win, but I think it's going to be a closer game than Utah and a closer game than Oregon's going to want. But I think Utah will hang in there around for sure. Then we got Virginia, Florida. Virginia versus Miami, excuse me. I think that this should be a game I'd probably take Miami against the spread, similar to what I was just saying, with the Utah game. But instead, we're going to take the over 47.5. Virginia can score, man. They had a pretty good, job with their offensive line holding up against a good D-line. Obviously, Miami's D-line is a bit better, and I think it's going to be interesting to see if Virginia can run the ball on Miami, like a lot of teams have really had a lot of success recently doing. I guess just UNC really, but obviously Virginia just beat USC or UNC, probably a bit of a letdown spot there. So I like Miami to win this game, probably by touchdown, like two maybe 3 touchdowns, but that's obviously around the spread. So we'll see what happens. The next game we'll talk about quickly is Vandy Ole Miss. I like the over 63. This game had 1 billion points in it last year, and I wasn't going to take UMass minus like 30 against the spread. I think Ole Miss, is still kind of alive in the whole race. They need obviously a lot to go their way. If LSU beats Alabama, then I think Ole Miss is in the driver's seat, but they do still have to play against Georgia. And who else? I think they got like A&M or something. But yeah, so they got a few more games on their hands. But Ole Miss, probably a good flex spot to go crazy. Maybe Judkins gets the end zone a few times, and we'll see what happens with Jackson Dart and if he can continue having a very, very good season. In the last 2 games, these are the respect games. If you can figure out what that is, I'll mention at the end, but I'll let you think about it for a second here. Nebraska minus 2.5 against Purdue. When you take the home team in these Big Ten matchups, I think the better defense is Nebraska, and they're going to outlast Purdue in a slugfest. Shout out Matt Rule. He knows ball. And finally, Colorado versus UCLA. I'm taking Colorado plus 17. I think it's 17. I would love it at 17.5, obviously, but I think Colorado can hang with UC a little bit. I know hopefully Dante Moore plays because I love my Detroit guy, but it seems like he's got a bit of a pick 6 issue at the moment, so that's why Garbers has been playing more recently. But listen, I've got faith in Prime. He coaches the right way. He's got really good takes on the game, and if you can't pick it out, Nebraska and Colorado both stuck up for Harbaugh this week and said everyone signed steals and there's no big deal. So shout out them for that. And yeah, short card. I know I don't have many games this week. What is that? yeah, just 7 games. So really not much going on. So yeah, that's what we have for this week. Again, yeah, super short card. So sorry for not too many picks, but when you start forcing picks, that's when it gets tough. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Let me know if you got some picks down below. Yeah, thank you for tailing, and let's have a good week here. Yeah, only a few 1-unit plays, 1 2-unit play in the Penn State game, but yeah, a good weekend for you to miss and relax. I know Michigan's on the bye week. Definitely hasn't been a relaxing bye week, but yeah, go take the wife, the girlfriend, the significant other. We don't discriminate in 2024, 2023 even. Yeah, go out there and have a good time. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.